God's sake, skyblock is out of content again. Looks like I gotta dive into the forums again. There's a big chance you've never heard about this update. Quotation marks, ever. I've heard about this one update before, but never researched for it because I wasn't interested in this. So what's up guys, my name is Vinyl, welcome back to another video, and today it will be about the Abyss update. Yeah, you heard me right. An Abyss update. It's still heavy in development, and I hope it's in development, and as the name suggests, it's about fishing. Cause fishing hadn't had much update, and it has only like minor chances like Darver armor and sea creature chance. Fishing skill like doesn't even have its own island like the rest of the main skill, like combat, mining, foraging, farming, and no, enchanting and alchemy are not main skill. They do not deserve their own island like fishing. So let's dive into the first thing and later about it some suggestion because it's so interesting what I saw. So first thing about this episode of this update is that it will change like the best fishing armor, which is dive, as you can see the buff before, but this armor will eventually seem of changing the day we release the Abyss next year. So as you can see from the screenshot, it will be changed, and they also said that it should come the next year, and as this was posted in April 12, 2020, it should come in 2021. But you know, I wouldn't count on that, as dungeons will promise to come on March and April and came many months later. But you know, it should be next year, and for anyone who loves fishing, this is for you. But hey, it's still something, and also that is like the only thing we know. So see you guys next video, peace. No, I'm screwing around with ya. Oh man, this is not enough for an entire video. I need to go to the forums again to find something more on it. But yeah, that's actually the only thing we know. I'm not joking. I'm not doing the video, but because I have a couple more suggestions for that later. So the first thing you can see is kinda controversial and it says, my idea is that we should update skyblock to be online playable with the 1.13 version or above. As 1.13 is the aquatic update, it sounds like an awesome idea to update it, right? Well, this is where it gets hard. Many skyblock mods like skyblock add-ons or not enough updates, etc. are on 1.8 or 1.8.9, so the people who made these mods would have to update it to the new version, which these mods are a lot essential to have, because without them you can drop almost your everyday item you use, your ground, and it would take a lot of time, but I don't know if a lot of time, but some time to get that. And also many people are used to the 1.8 combat, and I know how estimated that it is like on the new version, but there's still some stuff that need to be revamped, so it is like the old 1.8. So in summary, for this update it would be awesome to get 1.13 because there are fishes, dolphins, turtles, etc. But it will cause some controversy in people, and especially on forums, because there's always some controversy on forums. It's the law, like. So the next thing there are 10 custom sea creatures, which all look awesome, so I'll go through all of them and show you. And OP of the post said that they are mostly late game, but some doesn't seem that late game, as you can see, 3250 health, but you know, it's his choice and we'll go through them. So the first is Undead Pirate, level 15, this health. Then there's Pirate Legend, which looks like level 125 if I'm not mistaken, and it has 50k health. Then there's Sea Viper, which looks kinda rad to be honest, level 170. Then Kraken, level 175, which looks less cool than this, but it has a lot of more health. Then again, Sea Dragon, 190, looks totally awesome. Sea Serpent, level 200, which has 500k health. The Mag, level 220, gosh dang it, 700k health. Neptune, level 225, 750k health. Reaper Leviathan, which is level 250, oh man, 1 million health, that will be hard for me to kill. And the Emperor Leviathan, which is level 500. and has 2 million health. Looks like your intimidation artifact won't work that. And the only problem is that you get sea creature from fishing. And imagine just fishing up the Emperor Leviathan would scare the crap out of me if I fish it like you use your small fishing rod in small pond in like Born or for example, and then you fish this thing. This would be terrifying so much. Then he talked about info and new zones, and as fishing doesn't have any islands to it, this would be a really nice addition. And I would love it just. Like fishing, again as I said, don't have any islands. Just look awesome to have dedicated island to it and not fish in the hub. So he said there should be 3 different zones: the seabed, the active lava zone, the deep abyss. And the seabed would have Scarlet Reef, Kelp Forest, and Pirates Bay, which looks like it is all in these one. Then there would be the active lava zone, which included the area. Which would include areas such as the volcanic vents, molten river, and magmatic wasteland. And then the deep abyss, probably the hardest, that would include areas such as the boneyard, ghost forest, and Jeriana Trench. Thought it was a Jerry joke, not. And as he said, on the bottom of the zone, aka the seabed, would be spawned for the first 2 sea creatures. If you look at them, the pirate legend and the pirate, and they would just spawn there and can kill it. But to be honest, that kinda defeats the point of fishing then, because you fish up the sea creatures, and if they were just spawn, then they could have been like could be called sea creatures, but it would just defeat the point. But they look nonetheless very cool. 10 out of 10. And also on the bottom would be a portal to zone 2. And the same goes from the zone 2 to zone 3. Then he says that if you look at here, the zone 3 should give you a blindness effect, which kinda sounds cool, but consider that it will probably come out as only annoying after you get there for 200 time. Like you wanna fish and you get this blindness effect, and he says the blindness effect never goes out. It would out a creepy vibe, but I would not think it was that cool. And yes, there is a talisman which provides immunity to blindness while held in the deep abyss, but that would be kinda useless, cause why even add that in first place if you can with uncommon talisman disable it, and it would be dropped from the undead pirates or could be new glowstone collection crafting item. Then there is a fish tank talisman which adds 2 defense. That is good. Even though it's small, it's not bad. And reduces the damage from sea creature, which sounds like an awesome talisman, but the problem is, sea creatures are bugged, and they don't even deal damage, so it would just be good for the rarity, and not for its ability. Then, there's a treasure artifact which is really good, and it just gives plus 5 magic find, which any magic find is good. And as it says, it's an extremely rare drop. That's good, so it doesn't go in the skyblock market so often, because it will be rare and it would just help with some stuff. And it's legendary, so any legendary is good. And then there are another weapon which I'll leave my opinion out of, and you can tell me in the comments. Max Tooth, Viper's Tongue, and Kraken's Tentacle. And then there was another talisman which increased your strength by 10% if you held it in the active lava zone, which is zone 2 if you paid attention to before. And similar to Emperor's School, there's a Leviathan Scale, which would act as the same guaranteed drop to craft the armor, which I think would be from the Emperor Leviathan. And it would just make probably a more better fishing armor. And then another weapons, Royal Thorns, and Neptune's Trident. And that is basically the whole post. In summary, there were a lot of good ideas. I like the sea creature, and just basically everything about it seems awesome, but it needs to be kind of sorted out, because there's some flaws to it. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, join my Discord, everything is in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Diamond armor on my body, better go out to the mine. Can't even build a house without me getting traumatized. I did